Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and today I'm going to be bringing you my TBR for this round of the BookBuddyAthon. But before I get into the TBR, I should probably do a bit of housekeeping. So, new background and location, yet again, I have officially moved for my master's. It doesn't start until September, but I thought I would come here in the summer and get settled in early. It's been really nice to settle in during this really glorious weather that we've been having. I got my pick of what room I wanted in the house and I decided to pick this one because I absolutely love this fireplace feature behind me. And I also thought it was the biggest and brightest room. The one downside is that it's on the ground floor and the street is literally there, 2 meters away from where I'm sat now. So I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of curious glances in the window when I'm filming. You are currently balanced on top of a cardboard box, which makes me feel like you're probably wobbling a lot, but we're just gonna have to get past that for the first few videos here. Anyways, on to my TBR. If you don't know anything about the BookBuddyAthon, I will leave the information linked down below, but essentially it is a readathon where you team up with someone, and the person I have buddied up with is Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, who's just, I love her so much. This edition of the BookBuddyAthon is themed around the TV show Love Island, which I am obsessed with. I used to be one of those people who kind of turned my nose up a little bit, but I always knew as soon as I started watching one episode I would be hooked. And bringing it back to Aoife a bit, it's entirely her fault that I got into it. So yeah, I'm obsessed. The BookBuddyAthon runs from the 20th to the 27th of July, so it starts on the day that I'm uploading this. The first challenge for this edition of the BookBuddyAthon is to buddy read a book with your buddy. Aoife and I have decided to buddy read The Surface Breaks by Louise O'Neill, of which I do not have a copy of yet, but it should be arriving today. You've probably heard quite a lot about this one. It is a feminist retelling of The Little Mermaid. I'm a little bit worried about it because I've heard a lot of negative reviews, which has entirely shocked me. Louise O'Neill is my favourite author. All 3 of her previous books I have entirely adored. They've been 5-star reads, so I'm a little bit worried, but hopefully I like it more than most people seem to be. The next prompt is to get your buddy to select a book for you to read, and I sent Aoife a list of all the books that I have here with me in Derby, and the one that she selected was Jam is for Girls by Shagufta K. Iqbal. This is a debut poetry collection from one of my favourite poetry publishers, Burning Eye Books. This book is about the immigrant experience and in particular from the perspective of women. It's about 3rd generation identity and Islamophobia. Definitely have high hopes for this one as I really enjoy everything that Burning Eye put out. So this is where picking the challenges gets slightly more intricate in that the book that you read next depends on how much you enjoyed the previous book. So if you gave the book between 1 and 3 stars, I think it was, you select a book that has your buddy's favourite colour on the cover, and if you gave the book 4 to 5 stars, your buddy selects a buzzword to be in the title of your next read. So Aoife told me her favourite colour was purple, so if I give Jam is for Girls 1 to 3 stars, I will be reading Juliet Takes a Breath. This is a book that has been recommended to me so many times. Apparently it has a bisexual protagonist, and that is something that I'm totally there for. And I will be listening to that on audiobook if it's my pick. And if I give Jam is for Girls 4 to 5 stars, I will be doing the buzzword challenge. Aoife gave me 3 buzzwords to choose from, and one of those was magic, but I haven't really gone down magic in the fantasy sense. I have gone for Sarah Knight's The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. Sarah Knight has a few of these I suppose they're anti-self-care books in a way, but I've heard so many good things about her writing, and I feel like it's something that I really need in my life right now. The next prompt is to read a book that is set in a country that either you or your buddy would like to visit, and for this we have gone for Denmark. It's a country that both me and Aoife want to visit. I will be reading The Year of Living Danishly by Helen Russell. I've had a weird obsession with Denmark since I was really little. I think I saw it on a travel show once, and since then I've just really wanted to visit it, and so does Aoife. So yes, this is the book that I'm going to be reading, and it is all about the author moving to Denmark for a year and what she learned and what she experienced, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but positive reviews. Now there is another fork in the road of the challenges at this point. If it is a country that you wanted to visit, then your buddy picks a book for you to read that they gave 5 stars. And if it's a country that your buddy wanted to visit, then you give them 3 books to choose from and they pick one. We both wanted to visit Denmark, but it was the easiest and made most sense to just get Aoife to pick from 3 books. And the 3 books that I got her to choose from were Herland by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, The Vegetarian Tigers of Paradise by Crystal Jeans, and the one that she picked, A Place Called Perfect by Helena Duggan. This seems kind of like a creepy, strange, weird children's, I suppose, like middle grade novel. Violet moves to a town where everyone has to wear glasses in order to stop them from going blind, and everyone in the town is just like perfectly behaved. Violet keeps hearing voices, her mother is acting strangely, and then her father disappears. And when she meets a character named Boy, she realises that her father isn't the only one in the town to have disappeared. This is one of those books that I have very high expectations for. It sounds very up my street. And the final prompt is to read either a diverse read or a comfort read. Now, for this, I'm just going to do a bit of mood reading, to be honest with you. I'm going to see towards the end of the week how much I have left to read. I think I've got quite an ambitious TBR, and I am in a bit of a reading slump at the moment, so it could kind of go one of 2 ways. This readathon could either completely pull me out of my reading slump, which is what I'm hoping for, or it could just make it worse. So yeah, for the last challenge, I'm going to see what kind of time I've got left, whether I can squeeze another book in, and if not, one of the books that I have already mentioned can double up for the final challenge. Yeah, that is it. That is all of the books that I'm going to talk about today. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Are you watching Love Island? Are you as obsessed as I am? Who do you love? Who do you hate? Tell me everything. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in my next video.